everyone! Welcome to another Caketastic Cakes video. I'm going to show you how to make Lightning McQueen today out of gum paste. And as you can see, there's a lot going on, so we're going to get right into it. And if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I like it when you subscribe. Get it? Okay. Anyway, you start out with red, big red wad, make it kind of oblong shaped, and you're going to press down the front and the back, leave the middle part sticking up. You're also going to press the sides up, try to flatten off the sides. The back, you can see I'm using my Fondant tool, smoother thing, to give him his tail fin that he has. And after much pressing and shaping, you end up with this. So you can see the tail fin too also kind of points up on each end. It's not just flat across. And leave the front of him rounded, the back and the sides are flattened off. I am using that pressing tool, I still don't know what it's called, in order to create indentations for his windows. There's going to be 2 windows on each side, and then his windshield you're going to press in for that too, which you will see in a second. But in the back window there, you can see it's just like a little triangle, and the front window is more like your typical driver or passenger door window. So it's just kind of a funky shaped square. And when you do the windshield, make sure you press it down and it kind of goes wider at the bottom. And make sure where the hood and the windshield come together, it's flattened off a bit. I'm also pressing down on the hood to show where the hood and kind of the headlight curves would be. I don't know what you call them. And he's also got a couple curves in the back end too. And what you do to the one side, make sure you do to the other side. And make sure you try to line them up as best you can too, so that they're on the same, in the same area on each side. And I also gave him a little smile, as you can see there. Now fill in his windshield with some thin white gum paste. I'm also going to give him his smile with white because he has nice shiny white teeth. And I'm adding, this is actually light blue color, but I'm adding it to the side windows. And there's also going to be some back windows that you're going to see added later. The headlights are just white rectangles cut at an angle a little bit. The yellow and orange blend here is just literally that. I rolled yellow and orange together to try to blend the color a bit. And I'm going to make the lightning bolts that go onto the sides of Lightning McQueen. And they have to be long enough to go down the side of him, and later on when we add the tires, you're going to see that we're going to cut little tips off the front and back, but that's okay, so don't worry about that. So there you go, lightning bolts. Everything, by the way, is added with a little bit of water on a paintbrush, that paintbrush as a matter of fact. And right now I'm making his numbers, his 95. It is red and yellow, just done like the same way. Just took 2 pieces and rolled them together and freehanded the 95. He technically should be a little bit taller in its body, but when I made him, I didn't realize that. So his numbers are a little bit lower down than otherwise they would be, but it still looks good. So there you go. And we'll just pretend everything I do is always perfect. So yeah. His eyes that I added there onto the windshield are just 2 blue circles with black pupils, little white highlight on each pupil. And I took edible marker and outlined it in black, and then took a blue marker and shaded it in on one side just to give his eyes a little more definition. This red rectangle I've got here is going to be his eyelids that I'm going to put above his pupils and irises on the window there. You can see there, yeah, because he always kind of has droopy eyes. He's never big and bright-eyed. I used the black to outline his windshield a little bit. There are those back windows I was telling you about, and I added yellow and orange 95 to the roof of his car. You can see there's a little white lightning bolt on each side. Those are his stickers, ka-chow. And right here I'm making tires. Now, if I had thought this out a little bit better, but I didn't. You could make indentations where the tires are going to be in his body because they don't technically stick out the sides like they're going to end up in this, but it still looks good. So you can cut little corner here. I give you permission. And let's see what else. Also, the rusties on his windshield, or excuse me, his hood right there. It's technically supposed to be red with yellow letters, but I'm betting most people out there didn't even notice that detail. So I'm pretty sure your kid won't either. All I did was cut out yellow in the shape and then freehand it with my red marker, red edible food color marker. Tires are pretty generic. You can see what I did there. Red hubcaps, black bolts, just a little bit of water, and there you go. You put them all together, and he really looks pretty good. All right, and if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps me out. And if you follow along, you will get to see another awesome video again next time. So thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.